Well, the big project that I was working towards is done. It's the siding of the house. I'm spending all my time getting it ready, getting it prepped, doing extra work to get to the point where the guys coming to do the siding could help me with the higher spots of the house that I just had a harder time to reach. So this wall behind me is the reason why I decided to get the contractor. Because getting up to the heights, I didn't have the means to do it. Although I found out my neighbor here had some scaffolding and he loaned it to me and I put it up, and actually I ended up doing most of the siding on this wall anyways. I tore down the old stuff, I put up the insulation. The contractor was here, he started the wall, I finished it right to the top while he started on the other side. So not all was lost. The contractor was very helpful, especially with the way this house is laid out. There was issues with, getting all the lines nice and even all around the house. I don't know if you noticed there, my house has multiple levels on it because the yard goes from, like, in the front it is a single story, the yard goes downhill, and they ended up with second story in the back. So, and because I started this job in the front of the house, it was a little harder, a little bit more difficult to get all these corners perfect. The best thing to do would have started this project right from the beginning, would have been here. I found out the lowest spot of the house and then worked my way up. But I didn't have that luxury. It all started because in the front of the house, and I'll show you some pictures here, we put in the gas, natural gas stove, and so we did a little bit of renovations. We put in a new range hood. Well, when I took out the old one, you'll see the pictures here, there was the wood was rotted and I had to replace the wood. So it means the old siding had to come off, the sheeting had to come off, new sheeting on, so I had to do something with the outside of the house. So that's where I started the siding. In the end, it all worked out. I started the siding 3 years ago, and now it's done. It looks beautiful. It looks great. I'm so glad it's done. So this is where it all started. Actually, 4 years ago. The house was sided with wood and aluminum siding along with some faux brick on the bottom. And because of the rotten wood around the hood vent and the time of year, I was only able to get the styrofoam insulation up that year. I had to leave it for the winter like this so that I could order windows and a door as well as siding for the following year. So the following year, I had these 2 walls completed. The following year, I did another wall to finish up the front of the house. I had some issues here with rot as well. More wood was replaced, insulated, and sided. That completed the front of the house. That was as far as I got that year, because I was out enjoying the summer, mostly canoeing and camping. So this was the year to complete the job. My wife had had enough of having boxes and boxes of siding in our living room for the past 3 years. So we started with the right side wall and continued from there. There's a lot of work I did here that I didn't film just because I had so much to do. It just had to get it done. I really didn't have the luxury of setting up camera and doing all that. And part of that, and I was really hoping that I would have got it on film, was the installation of this door back here. There was no door there at the beginning of the summer, and I'll show you pictures here. Been meaning to put a door, patio door, garden doors here out to the deck and make the deck a little bit more accessible from inside the house instead of having to walk around the house, but because we just weren't using the deck. But now I got it in, just a regular 32-inch door. It was the cheapest way to get a door in, although the door wasn't very cheap. A lot of work done, and so happy that it's all come together. Outside of the house before I take all the insulation or siding off, before we put on new siding. Well, I've got the house 90% prepped for the guys to come and finish up the siding. I got one wall that still needs some prepping, but that's gonna wait until the guys come. Reason for that is I have the electrical company and the gas company coming to take apart the electrical and the gas. So once they do that, then I can finish prepping that, but that'll have to wait till next week. Fitting is about done. Just got to get the scaffold down. I need a little bit of a hand for that. And then we've got this wall left to do. About half day's work there, and it'll be all done. So this is all pretty much the reason why I haven't done any videos this summer. I haven't done very much camping except for that one trip. I wanted to get the house done. I had to get it done so that next summer I can get back canoeing, do some more photographing, and that'll be it. The outside is done. It's been a long time coming. It's good to see that it's completed. Although that because I put in a door in the living room, that room right now is a mess. It's torn apart. That's the next job. I'll finish that off. That's not a rush job, but I'll finish it off in the coming months, coming weeks, whatever, throughout the winter time. Indoor job, right? I can get that done this winter, and I won't be in such a rush, so I can show you some before and afters on what that's like. So that's basically why you haven't seen much of me this summer. Most of you have stuck around on the channel and stayed subscribed. I've lost some, which is fine. Maybe I'll get them back, maybe I won't, but it's up to you. If you like the content, I appreciate your subscription. Click that notification bell, and I'll do my best to get out some more videos. But until then, I hope you have a great day. Take care of yourselves, and good night.